Okay, guys, and welcome to all right, there we go. Here's how to turn that off. All right, welcome to the Razzle World Live Caricature Art Stream. I am your caricature instructor for today. I'll be doing about 6 different faces. Uh, I may stop and talk about some things I might be thinking about in the middle, but I truly try to make it stick to art. So I'm not going to take you all over social media. You have TikTok to do that. Let me see here. So, what we're going to be talking is basically pertaining to art. So, I'm going to show you some neat tricks today, some things that I feel like is going to really help your caricature drawing out. And at the same time, I'm also being able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone uh, because let me see here. I wonder if I am on my channel or if I'm on Facebook. Let me see. Hold up. Hold on one sec, guys. Okay. Hold on a sec. Okay, see, that's what's going on here. I'm on the wrong. Hold on a sec. I need to go to the. I need to go to the. Mm, yeah, see, I was on the wrong one. I gotta go over here. Why is it not letting me go over there? Hold on, guys. Uh, hmm. Hold on. Da, 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 da. There we go. Whenever you call me, I'll be there. Whenever you need me, I'll be there. All right, I gotta. All right, let me see. Caricature art instruction with a live instructor. All right, there we go. Done. And we're gonna. This is me make sure my picture is right, and then we'll go live on Facebook too. All right. Anyway, let me just finish doing this little setup here, guys, and then we'll get started. I just want to put up. I just want to put this up here with you, and we know what we can do. Da, da, da. All right, live chat, and I think we're golden. Oh wait, I know what else I gotta do. Hey, what's going on, Josie? I didn't even see you there. All right, I'm gonna get started here in just a minute. I'm just trying to find some. I'm just trying to find some music here that I can draw it to. I need to update my music list badly. I have not done it here in a minute. Been so busy with these kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got these kids and they don't seem to care about my sleep schedule or anything like that or what I got to do on YouTube, right? All right, so over here, I'm just going to open up some pictures for us to draw from. So again, guys, we're going to be doing about 6 pictures. We're going to be drawing from Earth. We're going to use some, I guess I could put some basic shapes over here. I really don't need no pictures up here because I have the pictures here on the screen. So let me see here. Let's go to, actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let me see. EAR. Earth's World Photos. All right, here we go. So now we're on Earth's world right here. It's got all the pictures that we could possibly need, right? I don't know if these will let me just make them bigger or smaller. Let me see. Okay. Well, anyway, I guess I'll just put them up here just for me. All right. So anyway, guys. Oh snap! That was a picture somebody asked me to do a P Diddy. I didn't even realize I had that up here. But somebody asked me to draw him and stuff. I'm still. I don't know. The jury's still out on whether I want to post that picture or not. I'm not sure yet. I just something about it don't feel like it's the right time to be doing that because it feels like I don't know. He's got a lot of stuff going on in his life. And it is what it is. All right, so what am I going to show you guys today? I'm going to show you how to draw some cool caricatures. Okay. All right. So caricature number 1. Let's go ahead and do it. All right. So I'm gonna screenshot this page real quick. Because I'm going to need to... Wait. Oh, I already screenshotted that one. That might be a good way to do it. Let me see. Alright, and then let me go to gallery and screenshots. Okay, cool. So this way it has like all the faces, but it has them where I can blow them up a little bit, okay? Alright, so what we want to do, we're going to start with like this face right here. Let's say we wanted to draw a cartoon of that face. How about we draw a cartoon of this face? Well, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the general expression that this face is making. So I want to pick some basic form. Like I need to be able to see the face like this. Let me show you. Okay, here we go. 1, watch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I need to be, you see how I should be able to see everything here, right? Just by simple line work like this. Now, once I get that simple line work down, then I can begin to customize it, okay? Right? And build features around the skeleton that I drew. Okay, I might have made that a little bit too thin, but right here, just a little bit wider. Okay. But you gotta have your framework down, or it's gonna be hard to see your face. You see? So we should be just about done here. All right. So you can see we got a really decent. We got a pretty decent cartoon of her. Okay. So again, how did we accomplish this? We went through the picture and we first started with whatever our picture is expressing for us. Okay. Once we do the expression part, then we come back and hey, how you doing, Miss Ebony? How are you? I didn't even see you there. I was looking for my comments and my comments are not showing up on one of my things here. Maybe I need to reopen it. Let me see here. All right. Well, either way, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it this way. All right. One more thing, guys. Before I forgot to put this up there. All right. I wonder why my restream is not showing up like I wanted to. Well, we'll see in a minute now. All right, hold on one sec, guys. Oh, it pushed the commercial. Oh my gosh. Wait, I didn't mean to do that. All right. Oh yeah, I was about to say I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I see what's going on here. Hold on. Okay, I just have to use my other one. All right. So anyway, again, how did we accomplish that? We went with our we use a basic shape or a basic expression of the face, and then once we find the basic expression, then we built around it. So I kind of did that for you in slow mo, so you should be able to follow along with me. All right, so we're gonna do about 6 different faces. So I'm gonna keep on track with this. Okay, and we're gonna be again using pictures from Earth's World. Earth's World, okay? All right, so you see how easy that one came out. So let's go to our next picture, okay? Again, and figure out, well, what is it that our expression is telling us about the picture, okay? So let's just put this one to the side. Okay, and we want to see, well, what is this picture saying to us? All right, so we're going to do a quick little expression. Let me see here. So 1, 2, something like that. Something like this here. Something like this. Something like that. Okay, so that is what her face is saying to me, right? So once we have that, again, now we can find our way through the face. We can start adding things specifically to the face, right? That make it more like her. Okay. Okay, we come around the side. And we keep our picture real simple. right? What is it about this picture now that I can plug into these features that's going to make my drawing more recognizable? Okay. Essentially turning what could be anybody into somebody. Okay. Just a very like a almost like a squircle kind of a head. I'd actually, I don't know, I could leave it like that, I guess. Give us some little wrinkles in the forehead, right? And then we just add our top piece to the hair here. I can't see how her hair is. Okay, so it's kind of like, okay. And you see how easy that came out? Quick little pencil caricature, right? This gets so much easier when you use this framework principle. Using your that emotion to build your framework with is going to be a game changer. I'm telling you. God, that neck looks kind of big there. I might need to turn that neck down. Even though the neck is big in the picture, I got to do a small neck here. There we go. It was like, God, dog, is that neck right there? All right. Uh-huh. And there we have it, guys. We got a quick little cartoon picture, right? Right. Okay. Let me see here. Do. Oh, okay. It says it right there. 8. Okay. All right. So, is this kind of making sense for you guys? Do you understand like what it is that I'm doing here? Okay. So that is picture number 2. Okay. So again, we'll start with some type of expression for the face. Okay. And then we'll build on top of that expression. So I'm going to be going through this a lot as a series for the next couple of weeks because I'm even working on this process myself. It really has brought a tremendous amount of speed and accuracy to my caricature. Whereas before, when I would take off drawing, I kind of was just you ever did something before and you didn't realize that you were doing it until somebody explained the science of what you were doing, and then what you were doing became more understandable for you? Well, that's kind of what happened to me. You know what I mean? I would draw a picture, I could get a likeness based off of just kind of looking at the picture and saying, oh, this is what this looks like to me. But as I developed this, it gave me framework, and then it made what I was seeing so much easier, so I can really recreate what I'm looking at very quickly when I understand this. Look at that. That is an awesome caricature. That is hers. No way that could be anybody else. You get what I mean? That's that expression. So let's go here to our next picture, right? Let's go to this one. Okay, you might say, well, how would that work if we were drawing it? Actually, that's a bad angle to draw from. We want to keep something because we're practicing like beginners here. So let's just pick this guy here. Okay, so y'all can see his face just yet. I'm gonna put this one aside here. Okay, and then again, what I want to do is what kind of face do I want for this guy? So I see something where this is what I see here. Okay. I see something like that. Okay. Actually, that is a good shape, but I would move it down some. Something like this here. Okay. So now this could be anybody. Okay. But it's what I feel like, again, the face looks like before I get started. I could even, actually, I'm going to leave it like that. So where I got the straight lines now, I'm going to look at his eyes and I'm going to say, well, these are where the eyes go simply. But now I can add a little bit more to it. Get it? And then I can add my glasses because I'm taking things from here and I'm dressing up my avatar. Okay. Now I can add these. I can add some nostrils if I want. I don't have to have them, but I can put some in there. All right. And then I can do something like this and like that. All right. And then you can see his beard or mustache shape coming down like this right here. Okay. I might put a little bit of age around the eyes. Okay. And then down here, I see this shape here. Okay. And then I might come to the side here, go around the brow, straight down, and come back around here, and come in here. And then I would just do the beard shape like this. I'm just going to keep it simple. Okay. Actually, that's too curly of a beard. Let's just do it like this. Okay. All right. Hey, what's going on, Cherish? How are you today? How are you today? Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Buenos dias. All right. And then, yes, I'm gonna go ahead and put my my little thing here, and then his little thingy here. And again, we're just at this point borrowing from the picture to dress up our avatar or whatever our basic features, right? Okay, you see that? And then I can't really see his forehead, but we can. I want to say it looks something like this. When I took this screenshot, I didn't do a good job of getting the whole thing in there, but it's still okay. See how I'm borrowing? I'm borrowing from over here. Okay. Okay. So you can see here that we got a pretty darn good picture of him, right? And all we did was take our general expression, okay, and then we took a general expression and we built upon the general expression. So this is drawing number 2, okay? So we're going to keep moving through this because I don't feel like it's a great deal of explanation really needed. It's a very straightforward process. It's just something that you, in order for you to get it, you'll have to practice. You know, it's just that's just part of the what you have to go through. Okay, so let's see here. What other kind of face do we have here? I mean, we can use this with so many faces, even if you're drawing from a three. I was trying to stay away from sideways views, but let me get some more paper. Oh, actually, I got some here. Hold on. All right. So, also, guys, if this is your first time here, my name is Harry. Number 3, you said 1, 2, 3. This one right here, Miss Ebony. I'm trying to see which one she wants. She want to do. Is that the one you want to do right there, Miss? Okay. Put this over here. All right. So again, if this is your first time here, my name is Harry. Welcome to the stream. I'm a professional caricature artist, so I do this as a living. I've been doing this for about 20 years, maybe a little over, maybe about 20, maybe a little over 20 years. I've been making fun of people's faces, right? And so we do a stream twice a week, and this is basically me sharing practice time, giving out tips and tricks to some of the. Surprisingly, there's a lot of people that are interested in caricature. I didn't know that there was that much of an interest for it, so I decided that I wanted to teach it. So that's really what this is all about. So I do offer classes. You'll see if you check out my Facebook page. It's all about like drawing and how I see and how I've developed over the years. You know what I mean? I can remember first starting caricature and not feeling like I was really good or anything like that. But then with practice and a lot of association skills, once I learned that word and what it meant in drawing, it really kind of changed my world around. So I try to share with you on here some of my associations in hopes that it will click in your head and then it'll help your drawings to get better. So with that being said, if you guys wish to tip while we're going through the stream, I'm going to put this information here for you. This is our Cash App, where if you wish to tip for learning today, you just want to support an artist, you felt like, hey, you left here and you got something of value and now you're going to go out and use that or whatever. Tips are awesome. Let me see, if you guys are on Facebook, then you can also do stars, and stars are awesome because that helps us to level up our channel on Facebook, because we have been making more of a presence on Facebook. So I just put that there for you if you wish to do so. Now we're going to go ahead and get back into the caricature drawing. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and use this same concept. So let's say we want to draw the face this way. Well, what we want to do here is we want to get all of the features like we want, right? Okay. And once we have all the picture the way we want it, right? Then we just come back and we start adding our features and trying to steal things that would make it look like her, right? And we not without caring so much about what everybody's going to think about your picture. You just do it. This might be her glasses here. Let me see. Okay. You gotta practice and keep things simple when you're practicing. And if it doesn't come out exactly right the first time, don't beat yourself over the head about it. Just get another piece of paper. Try it again. Get another piece of paper and try it again. That's all you can do. And she looks like she got like a little flower or something right here. All right. And you don't need nothing but a regular little number 2 pencil. Right? That's a big chin right there. Golly, I shouldn't have did that. What made me do that? All right, let me see. Let me do this here. There we go. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about what I had done to your nose. All right, so you can see that we made up a quick little cartoon, right? Isn't she awesome? Right? I like my cartoon over anyway. How'd yours come out? Did you guys practice? Did you guys do this one as well? Okay. Oh, you sent some a picture? Okay, I have to check you out here. Cherish, let's see. And feel free, guys, to send your work in. You can send it into our Facebook. But don't forget to follow us while you're there, right? Okay. All right, so that's how that picture would go, right? Okay. And then you can add shadows or whatever you want to your picture. All right. Ooh, that looks like she has a beard, not a shadow, right? Besides, that shadow wouldn't have made no sense anyway. I didn't think that through before I put it there. So, something like that maybe. All right. So let's see here. Cherry says she sent a picture in. Let me see if I can find it here. Let me see. I think it's gonna be right on. It would be on. Here we go. Okay, Cherish. Let's see what you said here. Oh yeah. Oh, I see you got your airbrush out. Okay, that's an airbrush right there. Man, that's pretty good. Okay. I see you. Hey, you got something. You got something. Your line, because some people, when they first start airbrushing, their lines look a little bit. It's pretty good right there, Cherish. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Very awesome. That is sent in by Cherish. She is my moderator, student, really cool person to know, really good friend, all that kind of stuff. Today she's my pretty good airbrush artist, right? All right, but thank you so much for sharing that with me, Cherish. I appreciate you. All right, now let's see here. Let's go to some more faces here. We're gonna go to face number. How many did we do so far? We did 2, so this would be number. Wait a minute. Oh, that's what Miss Ebony was saying. Okay, I had number 1. Right. Wait, we did 4 faces, didn't we? We did. Where's that other guy that I just drew? Didn't I draw a guy? Seems like I drew a guy somewhere. Oh, here he is. Oh, I see what Miss Ebony was saying. I mixed them up. So this was 1, this 2, this is 3. And then we have number 4, which is this one here. Okay, there we go. All right, let me see here. Let's find us some more faces to toy around with. I'm just gonna go ahead and go right to Earth's World. So I guess I can go to the internet here. And we are already on. Oh man, look at that picture. Look at that guy. We gotta draw a picture of him, right? Alright, so let's see what we can do with this guy. Alright, what am I feeling about that face? Well, I feel a lot of puffy hair out here. So let's just see what we can do. Let's see if we can get this on this paper with some simple lines, some simple gesture lines of the face, and then build upon those gesture lines, okay? So let's see here. So this is what I'm seeing. I would do this, 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 because this could be anybody at this point. Something like this. He got some little things coming out of his nose, look like. Y'all see those little things coming out of his nose? He got some things in his nose. And then he has I think, and then what I see, let's just do some gesture. Wait. Okay, look. Okay. It could be anybody at this point. Okay. All right, so if you really look at it, now this is what he looks like as a little cartoon, right? It's like a really, really, really simple cartoon, right? Now, yes, it could be anybody. So let's turn this picture into somebody. All right, here we go. So we'll start with, I'll tell you what I'll start with. I might round the nose off a bit. And I'm going to go ahead and give him this mustache. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this little squarey looking chin he got there. And I'm going to put a bottom part on these eyes here. So I'm going to do something like this. But then I'm going to do something like this. Okay. Then I'm going to add some glasses to this. So I'm going to do something like this. Okay. And then I'm going to add some sideburns here. And then I'm going to add a little neck shape here. Maybe I might, his hair is kind of straight on the outside, so I might just do some straightness out here. Okay. And I'll put my little hat. Doesn't matter that it goes over the eyebrows. And then I'll put my little top hat to that piece. And then you add your little thing like this. Okay. All right. And from there, we just kind of put the rest around the drawing. Okay. Put a little bit of glimmer in his glasses, right? All right. So you can see, you saw that picture and wondered what was in his nose. Oh, yeah. It looked like some cotton balls or something. So I just put some cotton balls in there. But you can see here, again, how, and no matter what you're drawing, what's crazy about this particular approach that I use to drawing caricature, it works with anything you want to draw. It's not just faces. Objects get really easy to draw when you think of them like this. Like, you know, even if I take this remote and I say, well, you know, I want to draw this remote. Well, you could start with trying to draw either the overall outside of the remote, or you can say, you know what, I'm going to make a quick little gesture of the controls on this remote, right? And then once I have it, right, then I can come back and say, you know, then I can start adding things to the remote that make the remote look like this remote. you know, as a quick idea. You understand what I'm saying? So the same concept is what I'm doing here. I want to be able to see my picture before I start adding all these details that don't even matter in the big scheme of things. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Hold on one second here. Okay. All right. So, did that one make sense to you? Was that one pretty easy? Okay. All right. Okay. So that one came out pretty cool. All right. Let me see here. All right. Let's go to our next face here. That was a really good one. That's number 5, right? Okay. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So after we finish, you said something. Okay. I'm gonna take a look at it in just a second here, Cherish. Let's see who else we got. Let's find some more images we can use. Mm. Look at that face. What kind of face is that? The horror in that face. But we're going to get it because it has a really good expression. All right, hold on. So before I do this, before I go forward, let me see what you did there, Cherish. Hold on. Let me go here. I should have just kept that window open. Oh, okay. Real nice. I like, and you guys, I see the way you're doing your little things right here, man. And you got a little something with that. I think you might need to try that, Cherish. You might need to try this because I'm definitely all about side hustles. All right, y'all hear Evan out there cutting up. Y'all don't get mad at him. You know, he just has some things that he wants to say, right? All right, now let me see here. Let's go ahead and try this face here again. Let's find out what it is that our face is saying first. Okay, what is it saying? Now you might be thinking, where does Rouser get these shapes from and all this, right? Where do you get these actual shapes from? Well, where I get these shapes from are very simple, and I'm going to show you here. If you go here, I'm just going to open up another window here. I'm going to type in the window, right? And then I'm going to hit this little button here. And this button is going to pull up some little faces, right? See the little emoji faces? Well, that's really where I get all my ideas from my cartoons, right? They have them on your phone for free, right? You can type them in here and you can just find some emojis or whatever, okay? And then all you do is find the face that goes with the person that you're trying to draw. Okay, if I wanted to, if I went like, if I said like this, watch. Okay, you see that? See that face right there? Look at my face. All right. Okay, so then if that's what I wanted to do, I'd say okay, but then I'd use my I'll make it general first, right? With the basic placement of my features being these features, the same idea of these features. And then I start saying, okay, well, what is it that I want to do? So then I'll go over here, right? And then I say, okay, maybe a little bit rounder in the nose. Maybe I got some tears coming out of my eyes like this. And maybe, right, I got some big glasses like that, right? Right? And my little Pico for I got my little thing right here, right? See? And then my bald head, of course. Okay, and then obviously my ear shape. And then I can add a little bit of age or whatever. Okay. And you can see here how I'm able to build around that expression again. Okay. All right. So let's go to, let's find another face here. Let's go to, well, we were here. Let's just go back here to Earth's real faces. All right. We're going to go back to her face. Okay. So we're going to do number 6. Okay. All right, so let's do it. Let's figure out what our face is saying here. For this one, I see. I'm just going to do something real simple. This is what I see here. That's kind of what I see. Okay. And so this could be anybody at this point, right? So what I'm going to start doing then is borrowing things from this to put on this face. So watch how I build the eye shape here. Okay. Okay. Nice roundness of the face. A little bit high on that ear shape there, but we can work with it. And then we'll go to our forehead shape. Everything now is a positioning game. So more than anything else, I would think it's important to work on your positioning. Yes, use your emojis and stuff, but work on positioning. And then you can get some pretty good cartoons here. This one should have came out a little bit further than that. Same thing over here. Okay. And pretty much we got our expression down, right? And what this face again felt like in a general form so that we could transfer that over to this particular picture. Okay? All right, so that was number 6. All right. So for this next part of the stream, what I'm being led to do is I'm going to show you kind of when I use the emoji features, how I actually translate them over to faces. So that would be the next portion of the stream. Okay. So we'll just take some. Let me see here. Okay. So let's use this guy's face here, for instance. All right. Yeah, you may understand. Okay, it's simple. Your positioning game is really the most important thing. Again, it's just how well you do like this. That's it. Right? What is it? You can do a simple expression, right? You can do whatever kind of expression you want. Okay, but when you change these things around as far as their position, then you create different people. Okay, so this is really what you want to practice on, that part right there, making your person look like them by using these simple gestures like this. So when I'm looking at his face, I'm seeing a look of kind of almost like the I don't know if dejection may be the right word, but he doesn't. He just looks kind of like he's tired of being at the amusement park. I mean, you know what I mean? That's just kind of what it looks like to me. So uh, I would want to get that in my face. So you can see here that he has the eyebrows that kind of go up like this with the jet. Then he has a downturn on his eyes. So his eyes kind of look like he has like a southerly turn to his eye, and he has kind of this round nose, like a big kind of a round situation here. So what I would do here is that I'm going to draw something big and round. I don't really need to put a lot of details or stuff into that at this point, but this is just to tell me, hey, this is round. And then here you'll see that he has this sad looking mouth shape here. He's kind of doing like this, and you know what? We can just keep it simple. We don't have to draw it. Just make a simple sad shape. Okay, so this kind of, and then if I put if I put these little bags under his eyes, right? You begin to see that this looks like resembles where I want to go with my cartoon. You get what I mean? So now what I would do is I would start to again borrow things from this picture to add to this basic skeleton to make a cartoon of this guy. So with this one, I might start with, let's say I want to start with this little piece underneath the chin. It doesn't matter too much where you start. There's no exact uh, thing you need to go to. It's all going to be different for each artist. And then here you will see that we see his mustache shape, right? So he's going to do it in there real simple like. Okay? All right. Now, let's go to this little piece down here underneath the chin. So we can just put hair. We can put the hair around the face, and instead of trying to draw the profile of the face by committing to this line, maybe if we thought about the hair being the actual profile, then it makes it a little bit easier on our brain to digest, okay? So we'll go over here, and we'll just do the hair on this side, right? And then we got some hair on this side, okay? Now, what we'll do is I might go to our middle section of his. So I see he has these two little things in his nose right here. So I might put those in there. See how I just built that shape really quickly? I just did a all around roundness of the nose because it kind of feels round to me. And then I don't need all the exact lines and curves and all that. I just need to have a basic idea. And then the brain of the person that you're showing the drawing to, they'll be able to put it together, right? Now this, you can see that we have that slope on the eye. This one right here, I made this one slope a little. Actually, to be honest with you, he has a slope on one eye, but he has more, not as an extreme of a slope on this eye. So he does, it's something more about like this. So when I draw this picture here, I'm doing like this and like this, okay? See, and then I can come over here and add a bottom to the picture to that, right? I can put little bags over the top of the eye like this, maybe. Okay. All right. And then from there, we just go ahead and we can put our ear shapes. I see he has like a pretty big ear shape on one side here. And maybe we have a pretty big ear shape on the other side, right? And then we will add we can do a hat shape here. So sometimes with hats, I'm not so good. I gotta still work on that. I still haven't figured out the master plan for them, but I know enough to get by when I'm drawing them. When I'm drawing them live, I just cross my fingers every time I draw hats. And then at the end, they're like, "Oh, that came out good, right? We love it." "Oh, you did? Okay. Whew. That was close." Okay. And then you can see here, we got a really cool little cartoon of our guy, right? Just add some more wrinkles and stuff to his face because he's a little older, right? Okay. And there you have it, right? You got a pretty easy little cartoon based off of our skeleton of the face. Okay? All right. What was that? Number 7? All right. So let's pick some faces here. Let's see. I wonder what these fairs be at that they be going to. What about this one? That seems like a funny cartoon. All right, let me see here. All right, let me see. All right. Okay, so we're gonna start on this face. All right. Let me see here. So how would I do this face here? I guess we can go ahead and do some markers now. All right. So I'm gonna use a Sharpie for this. All right. Again, I'm gonna figure out what her features may be first. Little round nose that kind of does like this. So that's what her face looks like in general to me. I can put her eyes like about like here. Okay. So once I get that, now I'm gonna build her face off of this. Okay. So I might start with. Again, every line needs to count for something. If you use this technique I'm showing you, it's almost impossible to miss because your brain, something about seeing the expression of the person first makes your brain be able to put things together so much easier, right? So here I don't have to do really virtually no thinking about where everything needs to go to. I just go with it. And I don't draw a portrait when I do it this way. Okay. Okay. So you see how it works out when you do something, when you do it really general, and then you work in. So the pictures that we did earlier, we're gonna go back because I want to do the ones that I wanted to all do in marker so that they'll show up better on the screen. So I'm gonna probably go back through and revisit those ones that we did, see what we can do. Okay, or we can just do some new ones. It doesn't matter since y'all might not want to see those ones again. All right, so from here, I'll go ahead and just kind of shadow it in. All right, add some basic little shadows to my picture, right? And I don't need to do a whole bunch again when I do this. There's no extra lines. There's no lines here that aren't like needed. You know what I mean? To create likeness. Okay. All right. That was kind of funny. All right. So let me see here. Let's go to our next picture right there. That was pretty quick. So we'll just say this was our first one, but this one will be in obviously with our ink. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can find here. Okay. We got some other ladies here. Okay. Look. We can go with I don't know. Something about her face says cartoon to me. She looks like a nice old lady, right? Well, she doesn't look old. I mean, old, but she looks like a nice old lady, right? So let's see what we can do with that face. All right. What is her face saying to me? You better get this right. Nah, I don't know. Here we go. So I don't know. Let me see. This is what her face says to me. This is just literally what it says. It says, something like that. That's just what it says to me. Okay. So that's what it feels like, that I'm going to try to borrow some things from over here to help you to see what I see. Okay. So let's do this here. If we do that, look. Well, the glasses. Wow, look at that. That instantly improved our picture, right? Bottom lip here. Maybe a little bit more on these jaws here, right? Maybe the roundness of that chin right there. Okay. And these two little things she got between the eyes. Maybe this forehead line here that does like this. And I don't know, let's see what the eyes say here. I would say I'll put those eyes in there. The ends of the eyebrows. She has a very roundy kind of a face, so maybe what I'll do here, I might put you know what I might do? I might put her earrings out here. And the reason I did that is so I don't make my face too skinny. Because I know logically the earrings have to sit on the outside of the face. And then I'll add some hair. Go with my top hair shape. And I'm just going to look around the outside of the head. Give me some idea about what it is that I should be drawing here. All right, let's put a little neck shape here. Some light lines here. Polo, no problem. Shoulders, kind of like so. I can't really see everything that's going on back here with her hair, but I'm just going to bring it down like this. All right. And then she has some, you might put some little eyelashes there or something, right? Okay. And then we can also just borrow a couple of little details from her nose. Maybe this line here. I don't want to put too many lines, so something maybe about like that, just to keep it simple. Okay. All right. And pretty much, shoot, I think we got it down to science here. All right. There's nothing else we really need to do that's going to give us more of a likeness than what we already have. I mean, in general, it looks like her. So that's all we're concerned about. Caricature is just a generalization of a person. And you know what I mean? I got to go to work today. Hopefully I'll get some pictures today. Yesterday kind of sucked, but yeah, getting close to the holidays. So I imagine things are going to slow down or pick up. I don't know. I would not speak negative. I would speak positive. Things are going to get better. Things will be better. You know, I'm one of those firm believers in life that, well, you gotta do it. Why not be happy, right? Like if you're just in a situation where you just gotta do it, there's nothing you can do about it, right? And you know what I mean. I don't want to compound a bad situation. Oh, look at that! Isn't that cool the way? Isn't that cool the way it has like a little reflection like here? And if I can duplicate that. Isn't that funny? Okay. Yeah, holiday. Yeah, and that is hopefully what I'm thinking about. You know, they're gonna be family members, families coming in town and stuff. They ain't people I haven't seen in a long time, right? The other day I was thinking about my mom. I was like, man, it's hard to sometimes. That's something that I think. Well, I'm not gonna say every young man, but I would say a great majority of young men, because that's the first like woman that you have, like, you know what I mean, this relationship with like that. And so when that relationship's not there anymore, you know, I always look at kids now with their mom, they be treating their mom any kind of way, and I'd be like, boy, listen here, you better okay, you'll see when she's not here no more. The other day I was just driving down the street, and I literally, it was so vivid in my mind. It was like I was looking into her eyes, but in my head, but I could see such detail. You know what I mean? I remember the last time I got to touch her hair when she passed away that day. I was right next to her, and I remember touching her hair the last time I got to physically touch her. I remember that. That was like, boom, it was crazy. You know what I mean? So anyway, treat your mama good, man. Treat your mama good. Listen to your mama. Treat her good. Respect. Go see her a lot too. Boy, listen here. All those times I remember I should have went. I was like, man, I'm gonna go take that trip. I'm gonna go. And then I didn't take the trip. And now I'm like, man, I should have went. You know what I mean? So yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? Wish I had her. All right. So hey, what's going on, Elsa? How are you? From South Africa. How are you? Okay, we got someone from South Africa in the house on Instagram. I'm going to go ahead and wave at you. I think I can wave. Can I wave? Hello. And then I'll wave at the Only Bree join. Hey, Only Bree, how are you today? Oh, really? Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta go ahead and you always gotta treat your mama right, man. Your relationships in general, you just don't know. You know, I always tell my friend, hey, don't be bringing me no flowers when I'm dead. Bring me some flowers when I'm alive, dude. She has a sticky uppy nose, and then she has like a little smile like this, right? That's what her face says to me, like literally, like a little cute little nose, like a little grandma nose, and her little squinty eyes and her little right. So again, let's borrow those glasses. Look at that, and then we can just start adding little eyes in there. And now we just borrowing things from here to put over here, right? Okay. Yeah. Man, I haven't. I have. That's someplace I I've never gone. I've been all over the states. I've been over the states. I never actually left the country before though. I imagine that one of these days I'll Oh man, that's not right. This how can I what can I do to get away with this? Okay, let me see. Maybe maybe if I do like this, let me see. Cuz I don't want to put too much of a jawline on this side cuz then it would mess up the picture. So this would be like her little hair. Oh, there we go. We got it. We got it. Okay. So hey, when you practice though, I'm gonna tell you, when you practice drawing faces that you would normally be scared to try to draw. That's how you get good at this. The ones that are intimidating, certain angles and stuff like that. Learning how to draw the face at angles is going to really just improve your drawing altogether. You have to um, you have to try it to see what I'm talking about. It's just knowing how to do that. Look at that. That looks just like her, man. That's crazy. That just feels like her to me. If there's I got it. Okay, it looks like her. So here we go again, guys. I'm just showing you my process. Um, you see how I took that basic expression and then I borrowed features from, and I'm going to tell you why this works. You ready for it? Because of this. Let me tell you why. Okay. Um, when we are feeling a certain way, everybody's no, I'm going to put it another way. It has to be less. I have to say less words. You know when a person is sad by the sadness in their face because we all make the same face when we get sad. You get what I mean? And when we're happy, we do the same thing. So that's not what makes us unique. That's just communication. So what I want to do, everybody's face communicates something. So I first want to communicate that which I want to communicate. Okay, and then I want to put specifics about that communication in my face. You get what I mean? Or in my sentence. Okay. Um, in other words, there goes a cat. There goes a black cat. There goes a black cat with a pink nose. Now a black cat with a pink that has a pink nose and has a pink bow. You get what I mean? So you start doing it like that. And when you think like that with caricature, it becomes a lot easier. So here we go. We're gonna do this here. Look at her little chubby. Right. There we go. All right. So, and then we just put our little necklace here. Okay. And then we'll just get her angle of her shoulders, right? That's funny. maybe she's Look, even when you're drawing hands or whatever you're doing, if you play this game right here, right? Ice cream at the fair, right? Now she's happy, right? She's got some ice cream with cherries in it. Ooh. And sprinkles. Okay. There we go. Now that's you turn that smile, that frown into a smile, right? Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and add some shadows to our drawing. All right. Oh, what a nice picture right here. And you see, we can just really be free to create. Take away the, you know. Did you know this? Did you know that? Funny fact that life is really not as hard as we make it, right? It's always everything is always really simple. It's just human beings that sometimes we start thinking I know better, or or there's a more ingenious way to do this, right? And then that's when we wind up in these crazy situations that we find ourselves in life, trying to be slick, right? Nobody gonna catch me. I'm not gonna even go there because normally I don't talk about world issues and stuff like that on the stream, right? But there's so much going on in the world right now, and it's just crazy. What a testament that you got to be careful with every move that you do, because as you get older, you or later on down the road, everybody got to pay for everything. Nobody gets away with anything. It's a whole bunch more people that's gonna get caught for something that they did a long time ago. And I'm not just talking about worldly speaking, even if I'm talking about spiritually speaking as well. I definitely believe that you just can't go around doing whatever you want. And then I read this in the scripture the other day. It was talking about about when we have to stand judgment in front of God about like things that we've done while we were in our bodies. You know what I mean? Can you explain this action to me, right? And it's gonna be real interesting for some of us to have to explain that, right? But anyway, all right. So we did two. How many drawings we did? We did 2 drawings so far. Okay. I have a question. Okay, I have a question. This is number 1, 2, and I think we did 3. We're gonna do a guy this time. You guys want to do a baby this time? 1, 2, and then we have 3 caricatures here. Okay. But hey, thank you, Cherry. You like that one? Doesn't she look like she's really having a bunch of fun? Oh, wait, I have a question. Okay, so the other day, right, I like to draw. You know how I would do my caricatures with my I would do a request list, and then people will request to have a caricature of a particular person. Well, I've been getting an influx of everybody asking me to draw P. Diddy, right? And but part of me is, it's like this fight inside. I mean, Cherish, we probably talked about this a lot, but it's just this fight inside of me to say, like, you know what I mean? Like, how can I put it? I don't feel like I don't wanna it almost feels like I'm capitalizing off of his downfall, and I don't like it. You know what I mean? I don't like the way it feels. What do you guys think about that? Just out of curiosity. What would you do in that situation? I know that there are a lot of people have asked me to draw that I don't know anything about their life, and they might have done some pretty horrific stuff. You know what I mean? So, I mean, what do you think? Let me see, Elsa. Let me see. This also is available on YouTube. Yes, Elsa. This is also on my YouTube channel. If you go to YouTube and you look up live, look under the live caricature section, then they have all of my live streams. So I'll usually go back. I'll only keep usually about maybe 10 to 15 live streams at a time on there. Then I'll erase the rest of the ones as they get old because nobody watches them anymore. You know, and they're kind of long. Most people now will not sit there and watch a 2 hour live stream. So, yeah. But if you want to go to YouTube, you can also check it out. All right, let's go with go to our next picture here. So, really like the way that one came out. All right, let me see here who we got. This is all ladies here. Man, look at that picture. I just because of the glasses. I like the glasses on that one. All right, can I do this one real quick? Just no. Oh my gosh, who is that? Okay, let's go with a guy. So we're gonna do a dude. So let's see here. Oh yeah, yeah. You know who this guy is. This guy right here. I'm gonna tell you who he is. Why is it? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I don't know who he is now because I can't find his picture no more. Let me see. What about this guy? Let's try that guy right there. Let me see. Oh, okay. I had to check him out as a okay. All right. Yeah, I didn't know. Right. I don't know. It's just like I feel but it's like to me, it's just anybody because I've had people ask me to draw different rappers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I know, and not like I don't even really necessarily even condone. I used to listen to that kind of stuff, but now I'm very, guarded about what I listen to because I understand now that what you listen to and what you ingest, it starts to affect you, and some people just don't believe that, but I personally believe that, and so I know that when they ask me to draw those particular people, they may have done some nefarious activities or whatever, and so in a way, I almost feel like I'm condoning what they did. But you get what I mean? So, right, right. I get what you know what, and I understand. I understand that, Church. I think that makes sense too because because it's really where the person on the other end of it watching it really wants to go with this. I get what you mean. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Well, in the spirit of that, I think I'll go ahead because I did draw it, but I didn't do anything. I just did like a normal picture. I didn't do anything where it would be like a where I was, you know what I'm saying? I just did the face or whatever. But we'll see. All right, so let's check out this guy here. What do we got here? What does this guy feel like to me? He feels like this. Okay, he feels like he's like looking over there somewhere. And then he's doing like this, but he's got really small eyes like that. See how small those eyes are? And he's got like a sticky uppy nose, so I'm just gonna do like this. I don't need anything else really. And then he has a like whatever, right? He has one of those. He has one of those looks right there, right? Doesn't that look like him already? Look. And then watch if we steal now what we did, we took the emoji, right? And then we're gonna steal these little tiny glasses that he got on. You know them glasses too little for his head. Okay. And because of the angle his nose is at, I may steal this right here. And then the bottom lip here, I'm gonna steal the mustache too. And then I'm gonna steal this little piece here. This piece right here seems to kind of. You see that? Okay. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Nobody draws funny faces there. Oh, wow. Small mining town. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Now, one thing I noticed about this face is that he has a lot. All his features kind of go to the center of your face. Can you, if you can see that right there? So I want to make sure. And how I can do this is I can put the edges on the beard right here. Don't close it off yet. Just put them here. If you don't know, don't try to draw it. Oh my God, that might be a little bit too big. But just just if you don't know, draw the pieces to it first, and then watch this. Don't watch this. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go up the head shape. Keep it simple. Give him some little ears. Look how little those ears are, right? And then I'm gonna do something like this right here. Okay, so what I want to do here is I want to ultimately draw the head first, right? And then with these type of hairdos, you want to put the hair on top of it like this. This is how you do this hairdo. Just trust me, I'm bald. I know male pattern baldness. Okay, here we go. See if you stay right on the outside of the shape. Okay. You can do it like that right there. Okay. And then we'll just put some little... All right. Okay. And that is him. What time is it? 10. I started at 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna start wrapping up this. I need to start getting ready for the word of the day. My daughter has dance class today, so I get the pleasure of sitting outside and waiting for her for an hour while she dances around and does pirouettes. Yeah. Okay, you see there? Look there. Look. You see how we took that? See how we took the face? What does that face mean to me? What is it saying to me? Yeah, my brother-in-law is so chubby. Wow. Okay. Be careful, Elsa. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jenny Part. Thank you. Man, by the way, if you guys are not following me on YouTube, go ahead and follow me. Also, I do have a Patreon page. If you guys are ever you want to see like more exclusive content, things like kind of behind the scenes stuff and all that kind of stuff, I kind of share my dad life and things that happen, outside of the art board, but at the same time inside of it. I try to be pretty entertaining when at all possible. But yeah, check out my Patreon pages. Patreon. I don't for Facebook or Instagram. Hold on, let me put this here. All right. So for you guys, I'm gonna write it here for you. Let me see. I should have had a little thing, but I can't do that on here. So let me say, it's Patreon. .com/Rouser World. Yeah, go on there, guys, and check out our Patreon page. We're almost. I know you guys are wondering what the heck happened to that roofing fund thing that we're doing, and we're still raising money for it. So we've only raised. The bill I think will wind up being almost. $18,900 to put a roof on the place, right? So I was able to do a temporary patch until then, but then right now we're probably we only raised about $1,000 so far, so it's going kind of slow. But if you guys want to give to that or whatever, that's cool. Another way you could do it is if you join with us on Patreon. If you sign up at least for a $5 tier for 6 months, we got like a lot of free people on our Patreon, like a lot of people that signed up for the free tier, so they don't necessarily get access to the information on there. But I've been putting posts up here and there to ask people to sign up at least for 6 months for the $5 a month one, and that would really help us out. So if you guys are interested in helping us out with that, go over to patreon.com/Browser World. Okay? All right. So let me see here. Also, tips are awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and put my little tippy thing here. If you guys wish to tip, you can do that. Let me look at what you sent, Miss Ebony. We're going to go over here to Miss Ebony. Oh, okay. Man, that's really nice. What is that you're drawing on? That's really good. I like your drawings. And I like it. That one, I recognize that guy right off the top. I remember that guy. Yeah. Uh-huh. Really good. So these are from Miss Ebony. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what she came up with. Right. And then we have, let me see who else we got. Okay. I like that one right there. Uh-huh. I like the expressions and stuff. Real nice on the expressions. And I like the simplicity of it. Hey, what's going on, Vendant? How are you? I'm doing great. Welcome to the stream. Let me see here. All right. And let me see here. We got another guy here. Yeah, what is this what is this like what is it, like a particle board or something? It's pretty cool. Well, very good, Miss Emily. Thank you so much for sharing with me today. Awesome. Always good to see everybody's versions of everybody of their of their pictures, right? All right. Okay. So let's go back over here to where we were. And guys, we're gonna go ahead. It's 10:07. I started at 8:30, 9:30. 10:30 will be 2 hours. So I gotta get her there by about 1. So what I'm gonna do, I may have time for one more drawing, and then we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping this thing up so that we can do our word of the day. Hopefully you guys will stick around with me for that. Oh, that was a guy I was going to draw the first time, but I couldn't get his face in there. So this is a guy I'm going to try. Okay. All right. Oh, it's a dot grid sketchbook. Oh, okay. That's cool. A dot grid sketchbook. Never heard of that before. Never heard of it, but I'm going to check it out. I got to find out what that is. All right. So, here we go again. What do I feel about this face real quick? I feel a sense of, oh yeah. I feel like he's saying, oh yeah, really? And kind of like he's going, oh yeah. He's not like, he doesn't have a happy look. He looks like, and then his nose just looks like a big shape like this, and then it's like he's doing I don't know, I don't know. I don't know, something like that. Let's borrow these glasses. Let's see if I'm anywhere in the ballpark. I don't know, something like that. Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't think there's anything else I can do to make it look like him. Yeah. He definitely strikes me as mafia boss material. Like, yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I think we're just gonna do a shading on this last one, and then we'll go ahead and do our word of the day, guys. Ready to get into it. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we are done right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at Cherish real quick on her pictures, and then we will get into our word of the day. So let's go back down memory lane. One, two, okay. Three. This is 4, and this is 5. Okay. All right. So we started out with some simple pencil drawings. So you'll see here we went through some pencil caricatures, just trying to showing you how we can take the emotions, okay, and then we can kind of put them together to create our different little characters, right? Okay. So you want your pictures to kind of say something, not just be like a portrait. And then we did these, which these were just kind of the same idea, but we just did them with marker to show you that a lot of the times, once you learn this, you don't have to use the pencils that much, because then a lot of the things become mapped out for you a lot easier, right? Hey. Yes, it is. It is just morning, and we're about to. Yeah, it's 10:30 in the morning. So, yeah. All right, so guys, I want you to give me just a moment here. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for my word of the day. I will be right back again. Tips are awesome if you guys are able. They are awesome. All right. So I'll be right back in just a moment. All right, guys. All right, guys. I am back, and we are in the word of the day, a portion of the stream. So again, I want to thank you guys. Oh, I'll look at your picture too. I'm sorry about that, Cheris. I need to look at that picture, and I'll do that before we leave. Um, so we're going to do our word of the day. I know I need a word for the day every day. I need something to help me to be able to process my day properly. You know, I go through. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm in a. I might not wake up on the right side of the bed that day, or if I don't have something in the morning to immediately put my mind in a direction, then I don't know. I start going all over the place, and then it starts affecting my mood, and it starts affecting things that I need to get done. Because I'm sitting there playing the pity party game and all that. So that's why I need that word every day. And so, we come here to learn to draw, and that's all well and good. So this is something that helped me to become better at drawing. Okay. So this is the other part of it. You got to see me do the thing with the paper and pencil, but then what's behind that? What is the mentality behind that to continue to be better? Well, I'm going to tell you, before I get into this word, I'm going to tell you one of the most liberating things that's happened to me is acceptance of my place in all of this, in everything. I no longer need to be validated by a person. Like, I don't need you to tell me my shirt looks good or my shoes look nice, or if they do, that's a blessing. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I don't need that anymore. And with artwork, there's some things that it's affected that in my artwork as well. Like, I don't measure myself against another artist. I used to do that a lot. Look at how that person can draw versus how I draw, or how he did this versus how I do this. And we don't know sometimes. I think we underestimate the awesomeness of ourselves, right? We really have some awesome qualities and some awesome things we can do, but we're so busy looking at what everybody else got, and then we forget about ourselves. We forget about how awesome God made us. We're trying to live the life of another person, and then a lot of times we don't even understand how that person even got there. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother time. So that's why I share. These are the reasons why I share God's word. I know you might be asking, well, why would you do this? And it's just because I feel like there's already enough places on earth for you to get, bad information or depressing information. And I don't want to just be another one of those channels. So that's just the way I do it. So I try to explain that every time before I do a word of the day. For you guys that have already been here with me for a while, you already know why I do the word of the day. So, all right. So what's our word of the day for today? A better way. A better way. If we have our Bibles handy, we will go to the book of John, chapter 16 and verse 33. And it says, I have told you all this so that you may have peace in me. Here on earth, you will have many trials and sorrows, but take heart because I have overcome the world. Now, that's a very encouraging scripture to me. In the way it began, I have told you all this so that you may have peace in me. If you think about drawing, today I showed you how to take a simple expression and then to build upon that expression to create your individual characters. I told you this so that when you sit in front of someone, or whether you're drawing from a photo or whatever you're drawing, that you may have peace in knowing the way to get to where you're trying to get to. You know where to start. You'll sit down and you'll think, this is really not that complicated, because what the Rousers showed me was just to use basic gesturing and emotions of the face and just kind of put them about in the same, in a way that complements that particular person's face. But it needs to be this simple first. And then You remember I kept saying today, let's steal some glasses, and then, then let's add this on there. Let's borrow some things and put them over here so that they could make different pictures. So I told you that so that you could have peace. It says, here on earth, you will have many trials and sorrows. We're going to be constantly getting tested by the enemy. We're going to have sickness in our families. We're going to have sickness in our bodies. We're going to have problems at work. We're going to have problems at home. We're going to have a problem with our kids. It's because we're human beings by nature. We all have free will. We tend to use our free will in a way that best we feel like fits us. And in doing that, we sometimes don't think about how it affects other people. So therefore, we piss people off, right? No matter how awesome we all think we are, there's something about us that pisses everybody off, right? So nobody's 100% likable, not one of us, right? I know you're saying, what? Not me, but yes, you. You're not 100% likable. I'm sure you have some likable things about you. But we will always be tested in this world. And the great thing about God's word is that it's saying that when we are going through those tests, that to revert back to, in our mind, what God has told us about the situation that we find ourselves in, and know that he has already overcome all situations. He already knows the answer to every situation, and then that will bring peace. So let's read the devotional. I guess I'll switch my Bible over here. It says, you tend to approach problems as if you were going to battle. The problem becomes the focus of your thoughts. Your mind and body tense up as you prepare to fight. It's the ultimate battle, you versus the problem. And if you don't win a total victory right away, you feel defeated. I can relate to that. I can definitely relate to that. In fact, things were going very slow for me at work, right? So I'm a guy that, told you guys I'm a caricature. I'm an artist, so I make my living by drawing for people. And sometimes in this line of work, things get slow. There's seasons for it and stuff like that. And sometimes you hit a season where you feel like you're about to get evicted and lose your car and everything else. And so you can imagine that gets compounded being a husband that has I got a wife and then 3 kids. So it's like, how do you, when that situation happens, the man part of me, the provider, the weight of the world on my shoulder, all that stuff begins to happen. And so I start looking at the me versus this battle. And when I'm looking at it, now I'm looking at plugging up all the holes in the ship, right? The holes in the ship are when my groceries, y'all spending too much on groceries. You're eating too much. You're using too much water. You need to, you know what I'm saying? Well, why you want to go here? That's gas. I start talking like that when I get into that situation, right? And so again, I tend to approach it like I'm going into a battle. The problem becomes the focus of all of my thoughts, right? And your mind and body tense up, right? My wife would say, man, we need to relax a little bit. I can't shake it. I'm riding down the street and I'm just pissed because I feel like everything's not going my way. God, I've asked you to help me. Why can't you just magic it up and make it go the way that I want to go right now, right? So it's me versus the problem. And I feel like if I don't win a total victory right now, that I have been defeated, that I can't overcome this. And then it's like this huge snowball effect. It says here that there is a better way. So there's another way to approach a problem, right? It doesn't have to be a winner-take-all fight. when a problem starts to take over your thoughts, it says to talk to God about it. Step back and get some space between you and your trouble. It says, let me show you things from my point of view. You'll probably find that it's not really such a big deal. Now, this is something for all of us to take away from the day. A lot of times in my prayer time, what I like to do is I like to picture myself in I picture myself in this ball, if you will, and it's inside that was me and God in that ball, and then outside of that ball, right, is wife, kids, car, bills, my job, all of this stuff, right? All these things it's hard to look at. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's hard to look at objectively while you are going through something in that thing. You're standing too close to it. You know, if you're standing too close to a problem, you can't see a problem for what it really is. Like an old artist trick is to squint your eyes when you're looking at a photo. Remember those expressions that I told you to look for? If you look at a face and you squint your eyes, you'll see that expression just as clear as day. You know what I mean? You'll see it. It'll just happen. Like you would not believe it. Like I don't know if I could. I want to show you something. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I just want to show you something here. If you guys look at this picture just above I just pulled up a guy's face, right? If you really, really, really just squint your eyes, it takes away all of the stuff you don't need to know, right? You see, you squint your eyes and you look at it, and then what you see is what you need to see. You see what I'm saying? And then once you do that, then you can start adding things in around the picture. But this becomes very easy to see when you squint your eyes. And this is the same thing that it's saying here. Okay, when a problem starts to take over your thoughts, step back and get some space between you and the problem. That's the squinting of the eyes, right? Or in this case, the closing of the eyes is prayer, right? But you notice the less you, and let me show you the less, isn't that something? Think about how that's pretty thought-provoking. Just think about the more that you can see, the more that you rely on your eyesight, the less you allow your faith to work. And faith is the evidence of things that we can't see. That's what it is described as in the Bible. But faith is basically believing something or understanding that something exists even if you can't see it. But again, when we squint those eyes and we look, or when we close our eyes, we are putting a space between us and that thing that filters out all the things that are unnecessary for us to know or unnecessary for us to consider. You get what I mean? But God says, okay, things are going a little slow. Okay, but I got something for you. When I'm for you, who can be against you? You will be the head and not the tail. You will be the lender and not the borrower, right? These are what things say in the scripture. It says it says he has overcome. I have defeated the world. In this world, you will have trouble, but be brave. This is the word of God. Okay, so while you're looking at something, it's hard to say that when you're relying on your eyesight and you're seeing how difficult this situation looks in front of you. But if you squint and you put that barrier between you and that thing, so you can't see as clearly. You take out all the imperfections, you get to see things from a different point of view. When we close our eyes and pray, we get to see the world from God's point of view. We get to see it through meditating on his word in prayer, and that prayer takes us out from the situation and puts us above it and way above it, so that we're looking down on it, kind of like if you ever been in an airplane before. And I remember one time going up in an airplane, and I looked down when we got way up there, and everything seemed to be different. The houses seemed, it looked like I was playing Monopoly. The houses were like this big, the cars were like this big. I could see the traffic patterns, and it just looked like a little board game. It was, it didn't seem as stressful from up here as when you're down there actually in traffic. The house didn't seem as big as when I was standing next to it. So by, again, doing this, we give ourselves another point of view to look at it from. There will always be trouble to face in this world. So we're always going to have things that we go through. It's just part of life. You're not special. Nobody singled you out. It says that everybody's going to have troubles in this life. But what matters is that you always have God on your side. What matters is that you have the ability, or you understand, that you serve a God that has already defeated the world, that has already made a promise to you, and that we must lean on that promise no matter what we're seeing in front of us. A lot of times, we talk about this in church a lot, but we talk about the word deception. And sometimes we'll look at the life that these celebrities and people have, and we'll wish and long for that life, right? Without understanding that the enemy can use those things to set us up for bad situations. In other words, all that stuff is not really necessary to live a good life. To be rich is not necessarily to have a bunch of money. If you have family, and you have, a roof over your head, you got, your kids coming over, you got your grandkids, you got relationships. These are things that a lot of rich people wish they had. They can't even have a relationship with nobody because it's all fake. But we're not going to get into that. We're just going to talk about, don't be fooled by what you see on the social media when they take pictures. They lying. 90% of social media is a lie. It's people lying, just giving their opinion about something they have no idea what the hell they're talking about. And the devil is out looking to trick you into believing, because it's page after page after page of different ways to think. God's word say this, but TikTok said I could do it this way. You know what I'm saying? I saw something the other day was really interesting about doctors, and doctors were saying that they don't take nutrition classes in school because that would be self-defeating. Why would they tell you how to eat right so that you could not come see them, and then they don't have job security? So it's not their job to cure you, it's their job to manage the symptoms that you get and keep you sick for as long as they can keep you sick for, right? And that is really what it comes down to, how the enemy works. He's not here to tell you, he's here to keep you sick for as long as he can keep you sick for, so that you can keep coming back to that thing and you never hear the word of God. You never hear the real thing that's going to help you. You never experience the thing that's truly going to help you. The thing that's truly going to help you it's your diet. It's what you're taking in. It's what you're eating. It's what you're putting inside of you. That's where the problem is. The problem is not the symptoms that are happening. Your teeth are falling out because you don't, and all that that don't have nothing to do with it. It's all about what's putting inside of you. People go to the gym a lot, and I go to the gym every morning, and I see people in there, and they're big. They're big big and they're trying to lose this weight. They're sitting in there and they're picking up these large amounts of weight and just to go right to the weight machine, right? But there's this area in the gym called the green floor, and that's where you do like you do calisthenic exercises and things that get your heart rate up and all that. This is where they need to be. Ironically, that is the emptiest space in the entire gym, because when people go there, they automatically assume if I lift weights, I can now exercise what I'm putting inside of me, right? But you can't do it. The harder thing is the mental part. The mental part is the part about not putting in you what you're not supposed to have there. That's the hard part. So we always have to go back. It says there will always be trouble. We'll always have it. But what matters is that you always have God on your side. When you remember that God is the all-time champion who defeated the world, big things get cut down to their real size. In other words, you serve a God that's possible, that he can do anything. That's what I believe. I believe that I serve a God that can do anything. So therefore, when I'm in a situation, I'm not desperate about it. Okay, this person might tell me no about this event. Somebody call me. Well, I hope they email me back. I really need this event. I hope this person does this for me. I really need them to do this. I don't really need you to do nothing, because the thing is that this person or that one incident is not in control of the rest of my life. It says you'll be able to see that your problems aren't so serious after all. Okay, so in short, I believe what our scripture, what our word of the day is telling us today is not to basically go shopping while we're hungry, because you're going to buy everything in the store just because you're hungry. You get what I mean? So there's a better way. So guys, that is our word of the day today. I want to thank you guys for coming out and sharing your time with me on this Saturday morning. Again, guys, if you did tip, I appreciate it. I gave you guys the information. If that's on your heart, you understand how to get the information. Other than that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. You guys have a blessed and awesome day. And my prayers go out to you and your families. And that you guys have an awesome, awesome week. And hopefully you guys can attend my next live stream, which will be on Tuesday. All right, guys. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time. How to draw caricature live art class.